Could you tell us, Sean, please, about the early days of Borderline? How would you characterize that period?
Well, the early days, we met in school, and we were just very ambitious and like-minded. We met, and within the first couple weeks of meeting, Josh and I spoke about how we both wanted to start a company and take our experience at NYU, find the most talented people, and surround ourselves with them. And then shortly after that, met Antonio, and it was just it was a tough time, but an exciting time. And we knew that if we were going to have any success and make the kinds of films we knew we wanted to make, that we'd need to support each other in every way, both emotionally, financially, creatively, and that became the basis for our company.
What have you found to be the advantages or disadvantages of working as a trio?
Advantages are that there's constant support, constant bounce boards, constant exploration and pushing each other. We never just say, never settle. We never settle and just say, oh, that's good for the sake of it. We always are questioning and pushing each other to be better. I wouldn't say there's many disadvantages, though. I would say there are tough times, but all those do is, make you stronger and again, push each other to be better and to find our own voice. It's all about each of us finding our own voices, and so we never try to make each other like each other. We always try to say, okay, well, I know Josh is interested in this, so I'm going to push him in that direction. I know Antonio's interested in this, so vice versa.
You three were given carte blanche to choose one film for the program here. You chose Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
Why Rosemary's Baby?
It's just, I think it's a perfect film for what I like. And I had a moment where I was just going through the catalog online of the list of films, and I saw Rosemary's Baby, and it was almost like for a split second I forgot I chose it and just got really excited to see it there. And I think it comes down to that experience of seeing Rosemary's Baby in a theater is not something that happens that often, and it's a combination of just enjoyable, scary, perfectly directed film, and humor and the darkness, and it's got everything that I love.
Would you say there's a direct influence of Rosemary's Baby or Polanski in general on your film Martha Marcy May Marlene? Marlene, excuse me, it's hard to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Polanski in general, and the way, just everything, Knife in the Water, Rosemary's Baby, Chinatown, The Tenant, they all had an impact on the way I make films.
If you look back in general over the last decade, what would you say are the main things you've learned in the film industry?
I've learned everything I've learned in the last decade. I mean, I didn't know anything before 10 years ago was when we met, and it was our first year at NYU, so before that I'd been writing short stories and taking photographs, and had always wanted to make films, but had never tried it. So I was literally starting from having never picked up a film camera or video camera.
This retrospective of yours is called Borderline Films, the First 10 Years. How would you like to see the next 10 years panning out?
Well, I was thinking about that yesterday when we were watching the shorts. I want to see us continue to grow and explore new areas. I think there's been a consistency in our work, and we're all writing scripts right now. I mean, we have 3 or 4 that are quite close to being ready. So I feel like the last couple of years have really been about that, and there's definitely similarity, but they're also a step forward. So I hope that we expand and start to make movies that surprise people and tackle subjects and that are surprising.
Finally, how have you been enjoying your time here at KVIFF?
It's been fantastic. Both in watching all of our old work, which we haven't seen in years, and exploring with each other what where we need to improve, and and also so there's some self-exploration, but also it's just a beautiful place to be, and it's a huge honor, and it's so exciting to I opened the catalog this morning. I was looking through and to see everything put together, and I'm so excited for the the carte blanche screenings, and it's sort of for me become about getting back to being in the cinema and just experiencing movies, which is sort of obvious, but at the same time, when you're making movies, you don't have time for that, and it's almost been. I feel like I saw 1 or 2 movies in the theater last year. You just get so busy. So it's a real love of cinema experience. And one moment that was really special was yesterday when we were watching after school, and the theater was full. And as it was about to start, they opened the doors and just let everybody in, and they sat in the aisles, and I found it so moving and wonderful. So it's been great.